Whoops. Hello, welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We have Catherine with us today. That makes a change. Hello, Catherine.
Hello.
Catherine's just a little bit behind me at the moment, so I don't think you'll see her as yet. You'll see her soon enough though, because she will go ahead of me before too long. Bit of a breezy day today. So we're having a total out. Nowhere in particular as such. We have a regular ride that we actually haven't ridden for a wee while, but we're just having like a half-hour little tootle around whilst the weather is still good. Winter is not too far away here in Western Australia, in Perth, so we're taking advantage of coming out on the bike as and when the weather's good. So no chance of rain today. And we did actually have another ride out with Catherine being pillion, and it went very well. We had a ride up north to a place called Moor River, and it's about an hour and a half-ish, and all good. Catherine again felt really comfortable on the bike. Did you say you got more used to that backrest as well, Catherine?
Yeah, the backrest didn't really feel such an issue as the first ride, whether it's just because that was, you know, the whole thing was a new riding position, wasn't it? Well, passenger position.
Mm-hmm.
I was just, when we were getting back, I was just ready for being off. My bottom was just beginning to get a bit numb. But that would probably be the same on this bike, I would say.
For the seat, sort of similar of firmness.
Yeah.
But for general space and general comfortability and the smoothness of the bike, all good, yeah?
Yeah, it's comfortable being a passenger on the back, a pillion.
So if anyone's thinking of doing touring on this GT Pro or on the Tiger 900, it'll easily do it, easily. That gives options for us as well, so if we're thinking of going somewhere and Catherine doesn't fancy riding, then we know that the pillion option is always a good to go to option. But Catherine does like to ride out, so chances are we won't go on ride outs pillion too often. Catherine has been riding the same length of time as me, pretty much really. I passed my test, was it 2 months before you?
Yes, yeah.
And we learnt to ride, again, similar time frame. So we've, whoops. So we've been riding on a similar time frame as well. I think I stole my bike more than Catherine does.
What was that with? You were in a gear you didn't think you were in, or?
No, I've just adjusted the cable, the lever for the clutch recently, and yeah, just didn't let it out in the reasonable time frame that it should be, and yeah, stalled. It happens to everyone.
Yeah.
So we're going to be making our way down the coast here.
Yeah, West Coast Highway.
That's it, the West Coast Highway.
Are you into cruise control then?
No, not at the moment. I think cruise control is so good to have on any bike, and I think really it should be a standard on any brand new bike at least now. It's so useful. Obviously minimises fatigue on your wrists or for your right hand. Which actually brings me to a question I was meaning to ask as well. You don't see that every day, do you? Yeah, so I'm flitting around again with my attention span. But yeah, I have a question in mind for when you're riding. Oh, it's gone. Absolutely gone. What was I thinking? I think actually I've got a bit of an issue now with my attention span, which isn't good. It'll come back to me.
Well, you were talking about cruise control and hand position. Is it to do with that?
Yeah, but I think it's something else. What's the other thing I was thinking on with the bike? What you have? What was it? Okay, it's come to me. Bar risers. So, talking about having fatigue in your wrists and in your hands, just holding the handlebars, and I felt this on a longer duration as we went to Moor River the other day. So on my left hand, just holding the handlebars, I was getting like cramp in the palm of my hand, and I was wondering whether bar raisers or adjusting the handlebars would actually assist with minimising fatigue in the wrists and in the hands. So if anyone has bar risers or anyone who has any knowledge with the handlebars, these are stock handlebars, set I assume as they should be, but I just feel like I get a little bit of fatigue in my palm of my left hand. So would bar risers help to raise and adjust that, or would I just be better off just adjusting the handlebars? I don't know. So any input to that, please make a comment. The Indian Ocean is that way, about half a kilometre, not far away. We won't really see anything of it today. We turn off to go more inland very shortly. And I did have someone ask about my jacket, what it was. I have no affiliation to this product, Machna. This is the Machna Sunrise. Has a slight camouflage sort of pattern in amongst the sleeve area, chest area. Catherine bought it for a few Christmases ago, and it's a nice summer jacket. Thing is, I won't be too far off wearing my winter jacket. Current temperature is 20 degrees, so not overly warm for being on the bike, that is. So I won't be far off getting my winter jacket on. Catherine, you've just put your lining in, have you now, on that jacket?
Yes, yeah. So it's got full length lining and full length sleeves, so that just helps. Definitely don't want that in the heat of summer.
And to be honest, I don't even know if mine has a lining or not. I never take it out if I do have.
No, I don't. I think it's just mesh.
Does. So yeah, we don't tend to ride out when it's 42 degrees. I did do that as a test. We do have some cooling vests, so I did ride out when it was 42 degrees. I wouldn't normally do that, and that cooling vest did make an impact. Not beyond 37, 38, I think. Once you got beyond that sort of temperature, you just felt you was getting quite hot. If anyone's interested in that cooling vest, again, I have no affiliation to it. I don't get any kickbacks for anything like that. We're not sponsored, but I'll put a link in this description if anyone's interested on that particular one. Again, I think it's the Machna one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah. Just coincidental, really, wasn't it?
It is coincidental, yeah.
Because it was a friend of ours that spotted them, wasn't it?
Yeah. And they're good. They do work. But they're not going to keep you cool when it gets exceedingly hot. So we're making us way more inland. We'll be passing through a town called Subiaco.
You can see the autumn colours there on the right in the trees.
These here.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're looking a bit red now, aren't they?
next to the basketball centre.
Yeah, we've just passed all that. There's a couple of arenas just there. I think football and basketball. Time to go. I'll try not to stall it.
I thought the traffic on the left would be going before we went again.
Well, I was just going to say, just stick to what the traffic lights tell you to do, love. I don't know. They all work in different manners, don't they? Different filter lights, etc. But you're sticking with the lambs at the moment, are you? The RE licence, which is here in Australia, well, Western Australia, which is the lambs bikes, which is motorcycles at 660, up to 660cc. There's a certain power to weight ratio as well, I think. But Catherine is on the lambs bike. That Yamaha MT07 is a 655cc, so they can go a bit if you want to accelerate. But you're happy enough sticking with that for now, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't feel the need for a bigger, heavier bike at this moment in time. This is big enough and heavy enough for me. And most of my riding, I do ride to work, and most of my riding's metro, and it's fast enough for metro. The only time I think I could do with a bit more power probably is on the freeway.
Okay. And the thing is, when we're out and about, we don't tend to go on the freeways, don't we? We steer clear of them. It's pretty boring to be on a freeway riding.
In fact, this road is my route to work.
I think I've said it before, you pop into the Golden Arches, don't you, for your brekkie?
No, definitely not.
I need some fuel.
Do you?
Yeah, the fuel lights, come on. We actually will go past the station, won't we? Petrol station.
Yeah.
What you like for fuel?
I'm okay. Oh dear, he had to be in this lane, didn't he?
Yeah, and that's why these lights sort of don't work, do they really? This ought to be a left only lane, so traffic can move. He decided to go left, now it's on green as well to go forward. I'm saying nothing. So where we were actually, where the car didn't turn left, that was Subiaco, the bottom end of Subiaco. Lovely old town, one of my favourite places here in WA, in Perth. And this street along here, we stayed actually just across over that way. There's some apartments, and we stayed there when we first migrated to the great old land of down under. So whose bike's the better bike then, Catherine?
Mine, of course.
Yeah, just going back to the handlebars thing, I just feel like I've pushed forward on the handlebars, so I feel like I'm leaning into the handlebars a little bit. I sit a little bit further back on the seat generally, I'm 5'11", 180 centimeters tall, so I'm a reasonable height. Maybe my arms aren't that long, but I just feel like I'm pushing down on the handlebars a bit. So I feel like they are just a little bit down and not high enough. I haven't tried adjusting them then at the moment. That's why I'm asking if people's had experiences of this. See which way I go. So if any female people who are watching this, it's never too late to learn to ride a motorcycle. I won't give away Catherine's age, but like I say, she learned to ride same time as me, and I'm of a certain age. So it's never too late, is it, Catherine?
No, never too late. So we going into the petrol station then?
I'm actually not sure, just looking at those prices over there. $2.19. It's quite high, it's jumped again, hasn't it? That's ridiculous. In Australia we've been giving some grace to our fuel prices. The government slashed it by about 22 cents, the tax excise, what the government put on fuel. And it's currently $2.19, which I think's for like super unleaded fuel, which is pretty much what I'll put in. To give you an idea how much it's changed, I last fueled up at 1.65, something around that mark. So 50 cents plus change. Wow.
We don't have any consistency here though, do we really, on petrol prices, unlike the UK?
No, it's erratic. It's erratic. It jumps up and down 7 cents every other day. It's, yeah. I mean, obviously worldwide fuel is very expensive currently, and we all know why. But yeah, even when it's relatively stable times, our fuel just jumps around. You can't really predict it.
Used to be cheaper on a Wednesday, and then it changed to, I think, a Tuesday. And now it's changed to fortnightly on a Tuesday, hasn't it? Whatever that's about.
Yeah, well, to make sure you get completely confused and just buy fuel at the top price. Ka-ching!
You've no idea where you are with it.
So I will make my decision once I see the prices, Catherine. This is the one we tend to go to, this fuel station up and coming. Yeah, forget it, it's still the same prices.
Yeah.
Alright, well, on the back of us grumbling away on our the price of fuel, I mean, there's worse things happening in this world, as we know. I won't get political or say anything about things, but we're very fortunate to live where we live, so we can't really grumble about the expensive fuel prices, really. So on the back of that, we'll say thank you very much for watching. Quite a short little run out today with Catherine though, and I shall say it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from
me. Bye.